Hi, I'm Dr. Cohen, chiropractic physician, and I'm going to go over with you today how to use the foam roll for your legs, glutes, and part of your back as well. First thing I recommend is that we do it every exercise for 1 minute. We roll for 1 minute, and then when you find a tender spot, you're going to stay on that spot. If you do this every day for a couple of weeks, it's not going to be painful as it is in the very beginning. So we'll start with the IT band on the side of the leg. So what I do is I set a timer for 1 minute. So I set my timer to go off because I'm going to suffer now for 1 minute. And to do my IT band, I'm having one leg crossed, and I'm just rolling all the way down just to my knee, and then I come all the way up. And this foam roll I'm using here is a medium firm. The harder the firm, the more painful it is. And when you find a spot, you can put more weight on the spot if you want, lifting your leg up, getting on your toes, and just roll that one area and continue to find other spots, roll up and down. And you're going to be surprised at how much this hurts. But I've done it many, many, many times. I've been through the painful spots already because it becomes less painful. And that's 1 minute right there. So now I'm going to do the front of the leg, my quadricep. I do them one at a time. You're going to do the foam rolling, by the way, on both legs. So I get on the foam roll on the front of my thigh, and I'm just rolling from my knee all the way to my hip, and I'm keeping all the weight right on my thigh, right the foam roller against my thigh. If you can't do it on the floor, you can foam roll, not as effective, but you can do some of this on the bed itself if you have trouble getting off the floor. So the quads and the IT band, one we just did, work really well, and are probably the easiest areas to foam roll, and probably the most painful areas as well. The next area we're going to do is the inner thigh. So you just kind of do the other side so I can see it. We're on the inside of the leg like this, and I'm rolling up and down, catching just the inner portion of my thigh. And when you have knee problems, even low back problems, rolling out these areas can help, because these muscles, as they soften, will affect the way your knee functions, and it'll affect the pull on your lower back. And remember, I'm only doing one side at a time, but you need to do both sides equally. And I have a spot right here on my inner thigh, so I'm going to let the foam roll hit that one a little harder. Now to do the glutes, you have to hang on to something because you got to balance. So what I do is I sit on the foam roller on one cheek at a time. So all the pressure's on my left glute, and I'm just rolling it as much as I can on that glute. And the thing is, for the glute, you almost need a firmer foam roller. I have 3 different ones. The soft one in the beginning might be hard enough for you, but as you get better at it, you'll need the harder foam roller. So you could have more than one, because they're different densities. You might be able to tolerate the hardest one on your glute, but for the side of the leg, you'll need a softer one. That's a bit. The hamstrings are a little harder. That's another area where you could use a more dense foam roller, because it's hard to get your weight on it. So just do the best you can. Anything's better than nothing. You could even cross your leg on it and come up. So using the weight of one leg, and I'm pushing myself up with my arms, if you can do this, just to get the back of the leg and come down. If you can't do it, then you could also just lay on get a soft ball, a firm ball, and roll that on your hamstrings. You can do this for the minute, and then when you finish here, put it down to your calf. And again, just some pressure on the calf muscle is helpful. So it's massaging the calf and softening the muscle. You may find some tender spots. You know, and of course, if you have any vascular problems or you're suspicious of blood clots, you should always get checked before you do some of these, because you could conceivably free a blood clot up and cause a problem. So if you have any issues with blood clotting, you want to get checked first. I also do my back, and for the upper back, I just lift my pelvis up and keep it towards the upper portion of the back and stretch out. So I'm doing the opposite of what we do all day long, which is look down. And I'm just doing the upper thoracic spine to the mid-thoracic spine. And I'm pulling it with my heels, my feet. But I'm not going very far down the low back, because you could actually induce some back pain when you go to the lower back. So I'd stay from the middle to the shoulder blades to the base of the neck. And that's it for those main areas of foam rolling. It's a good idea too, after you foam roll, it's a good time to stretch your hamstrings and your back. So that's it, do those exercises. You can do them every single day for a few weeks, and then you can break it up to 3 times a week. But get a good jump on it, and you're gonna find that it's not gonna be so painful. Your muscles are gonna soften, you're gonna be more flexible, and you're gonna feel better.